I'm Kiera Morgan. Thanks for joining me on this episode of Coffee with Kiera, sponsored by the Human Being in Newport and Lincoln City. And today I'm joined with our new representative for the Salvation Army, Lieutenant Michele. Hi.
Hi.
Thanks so much for agreeing to be on our show today.
Of course, no problem.
We're excited to get to know you. Lieutenant Michele, tell us a little bit about yourself and what got you started in doing the Salvation Army?
So I grew up in Central California, and I actually, my family attended the Salvation Army as our church from the time that I was little, and in fact, for multiple generations before that. So it's one of those things we say, you're so many generations Salvationists, and some people like to claim it with pride. I do because I love my church. I don't use it as any kind of status thing, but I get to say that I'm a 6th generation Salvationist. My great-great-grandmother was the first Salvation Army member in our family.
That's awesome. So from California, is that where you went and got started with the Salvation Army as an officer?
Not as an officer. So I grew up again there, and we attended the Salvation Army in Fresno, California, and then that's where I became what we call a soldier, a senior soldier, which is a member of our church. From there, then I started working as an employee for the Salvation Army at our summer camps and as a bell ringer, and then went into full-time work with the Army in Henderson, Nevada, moved to Tempe, Arizona for a year, and then I went into our college for officer training, which is the Salvation Army Seminary, and that's down in Southern California out on the coast, and was there for 2 years and got commissioned, and they shipped me off to Boise, Idaho, and I was there for 2 years and had some wonderful experiences. So that was where I started as an officer, was in Boise, and then they moved me over here, and yeah, it's been
now
fun
you're
ever
running
since.
the joint.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. So, Lieutenant Michele, let's talk a little bit about the Salvation Army for folks who may not know. Can you give us some background about the Salvation Army and some of the things that you do?
Yeah, so the Salvation Army started in 1865 in the East End of London, England. It was originally called the East End Christian Mission, or East London Christian Mission. And William Booth, our founder, he would go out and he would preach to the down and outs on the streets and try to get them saved and get them into church. And that was literally, the drunks, the prostitutes, whoever was out there. He didn't care what their status was. He just wanted to get Jesus to the people. And then as his goal was to get them saved and then get them into church. And there was a whole bunch of politicized sort of issues with the church at the time. And eventually he got to the point where he and his wife, Catherine, who we consider our co-founders, they split off and started bringing people into buildings and churching them themselves because people were just getting pushed out and they wanted to give a place that was open to anyone. And
they were getting pushed out. Yeah. That's awful.
Yeah. So that's really where the heart of the Salvation Army is being with the people and getting Jesus to them. And that's how then we got into social ministry also. So all of our social services are an extension of our ministry. The mission and statement of the Salvation Army says that the Salvation Army, an international movement, is a evangelical part of the universal Christian church. Its message is based on the Bible. Its work is motivated by the love of God, and its mission is to preach the gospel of Jesus Christ and meet human need in His name without discrimination. And we really live that even today.
Yeah, I was going to say that kind of continues here at the Salvation Army. And the signs are out that says everyone welcome, right?
Yes. Yeah, we post our mission statement all over the place so that people know that there's really no reason that they wouldn't be able to get something if they're in need, right? That's what we do. We meet human need because for anyone who studied sociology, right, you learn the Maslow's hierarchy of needs. You can't really get to the spiritual needs without fulfilling the physical needs. And so William Booth's motto was soup, soap, and salvation, right? You feed their bellies, you help them get clean, and then you can talk to them about Jesus. And so that's why we do food pantries. That's why we have so many other social programs that are out and around, is to help provide hope to people, help provide their physical needs, so that then we can also reach their spiritual needs.
And I want to clarify, folks who need help from the Salvation Army don't have to attend the church.
Correct.
They don't have to have any kind of religious affiliation. Is that correct?
That's correct. Not at all. So yeah, basically, for us, our service area is Lincoln County. So my only qualification for someone to come and get help from me is you need to live in Lincoln County.
There you go. That's an easy qualification.
I don't care how old you are. I don't care what race you are. I don't care what religion you belong to, if any. If you're in need, if you need food, if you need somebody to listen to you, if you want someone to just pray with you or just be there to support you, the Salvation Army is here to do that. If people then are interested in church, we let them know that we have a church, but we also partner with other churches in the area. We know of other ones. So if they're more comfortable going somewhere else, they can do that. But we want to make sure that people know the Salvation Army, our mission is to meet human need in His name, in Jesus' name, right? Preach the gospel of Jesus' name and preach the gospel of Jesus Christ and meet human need in His name, in Jesus' name, without discrimination. So we are motivated by the love of God.
I love that. All right. And let's talk a little bit about the services that you offer here at Lincoln County Salvation Army.
Yeah.
I mean, we're located in Newport, but
but we serve Lincoln County. Yeah. So currently we have throughout the year a food pantry. We call it the Food Pantry of Hope. And it's open in Newport on Wednesdays from 10 a.m. to noon and 1 to 4 in the afternoon. And then we also have a mobile food pantry of hope where we partner with the Lincoln City Church of Christ on Quay Place, again on Fridays, and we're up there at 1 o'clock in the afternoon until we either run out of food or people don't come. So usually we're done by about 2 o'clock and we pack up. But that's our main thing we do throughout the year. We also have a women's group that's part of our church programs. We have an adult Bible study. Those are both on Tuesdays, the women's group at noon and Bible study at 5. And then we have church on Sundays. And currently it is Christmas seasons. We have kettles starting, our bell ringers who go out and help us. It's our biggest main fundraiser of the year. And that
starts November 18th.
Correct. Yes, November 18th at Walmart to begin with. And then the following week on Black Friday, we will start at Fred Meyer and a couple other places here in Newport. And then we have a couple locations in Lincoln City. And a new partner this year is Chester's Market in Lincoln Beach. And we'll also be at Ray's Market in Waldport. So if anyone is interested in volunteering for bell ringing, we have opportunities up on our website for people to sign up. We ask that they do a minimum of a 2-hour shift, and we'll provide the apron and the bell, and the kettle will be out there in the stand.
They won't make you ring a virtual bell.
No.
You will get an actual bell.
Right. You can if you want to. There's some really fun apps that have different styles of bells that you can shake your phone and ring, but we'll give you a physical bell. And if people want to play Christmas music while they're standing there or whatever, as long as the store is okay with it, then they can do that.
But we've had that in the past where folks have gone out. Major Raymond before you would play his
trumpet or cornet. Yeah.
The little thingy with the things on it. I'm very musically inclined.
Yeah, people have played guitar, ukulele. Me personally, I don't play instruments that are easy to carry around because I play piano. So what I do is I just kind of ring my bell to the tune of a song that's in my head or whatever like that, and just we just say Merry Christmas and thank you to the people that donate.
If I'm there, you're going to pay for me not to play or sing.
And then our other opportunity that's coming up is our Angel Giving Tree, which is currently a program that helps provide presents to families in need with children ages 13 and under. And they can go online to saangeltree.org and apply if they're in need. Or again, you can find opportunities to volunteer for that on our website coming up. I haven't posted it yet because I got to get the dates laid out, but that will be coming up. Our distribution days will be on December 22nd and 23rd, giving lots of presents to lots of families.
And food?
And food, yeah. They'll be getting food boxes as well when they come, hopefully with some holiday-type food. I know I talked to somebody today who's going to be donating some gift certificates for people to make it a little easier to get those food items for the Christmas distribution.
And you also have a giving tree for seniors, right?
Yes, so we partner with some
Silver
different...
Angels, is that right?
Yes, Silver Angels. So that is, for seniors in Lincoln County. We partner with some different nursing homes and with Meals on Wheels, and they send us the information for their clients, and we get together some special presents for the seniors in need in our community as well.
That's so great, and it really does help those folks out, especially this time of year.
Right.
But I want to emphasize that though the Salvation Army presence is probably a little more known and seen during the holiday season, you're here year round, right? And
yes.
help folks out.
Yep, 12 months a year. The Salvation Army never stops. We've been called the church with its sleeves rolled up because we're always working and always serving and trying to do all that we can to better our community and bring hope.
All right. Lieutenant Michele, is there anything else that you want to add about the Salvation Army or anything that you're doing? Oh, you probably have a need for a few volunteers here and there.
Yeah, so again, you can go to our website, newport.salvationarmy.org, and there's a link there that will take you to our volunteering site. I want to say it says volunteer in this community, and that'll show any available opportunities for volunteering. Just go on there, fill out the online form. It sends me your information, and then I'll be able to put you on our volunteer schedule. And yeah, we're in need every Wednesday when we have our food pantry, and again, especially for kettles and for sorting, packing, and distributing the toys coming up here really soon. But year round, we do have opportunities for food pantry volunteering mainly. We are always looking for donations of non-perishable food items.
Oh, that's really important. Can you
Yes.
talk a little bit more about that?
Yeah, so we partner with Food Share of Lincoln County, and they provide the majority of what we're able to give out. And again, Chester's Market in Lincoln Beach has been super helpful with providing extra food. But there has been an increasing need that I have seen. It seems like about a fifth of our clients every month are brand new to us and have never gotten help from us before. So the need is increasing everywhere, and especially in the winter season, need increases all over the place. So we're looking for donations for the food. If anyone wants to make a monetary donation, they can either do that online or when you see the kettles out and about, or you can mail it in or anything like that.
And can people still make a donation? Because I know a lot of folks don't carry as much cash on them anymore. Are you still with the kettles able to make a donation like through Google Pay or tap and pay, those kinds of things?
Yeah, so on the kettle signs, so when you see the kettle stands out at the stores, there's usually a sticker on them that has a little button behind it that you can tap, and it'll take you to our donation website that's assigned directly to here in Lincoln County. And your donations, when you donate to the Salvation Army of Lincoln County, they stay local and they're used local, and 98% of donations go back into the community.
That's fantastic. So you know that your donation that you're making is going to help one of your friends or neighbors in need throughout Lincoln County.
Mm-hmm. And if you donate for a specific program, it goes directly to that program. So if somebody wrote a check and in the memo they put Angel Tree, then that money will be put towards our Angel Giving Tree, specifically to provide the toys to families in need.
And we will have on Oregon Coast Breaking News Facebook page, we will have what's called a virtual kettle. Can you explain a little bit about that?
Yeah, so like everything else, the Salvation Army has started going virtual as much as we can. So in the last few years, it's kind of blown up. It's called a virtual red kettle. And so Oregon Coast Breaking News will have their own fundraising page that's, again, connected with the Salvation Army of Lincoln County. You can go on there and donate towards their goal to fundraise for us. And there will be other ones available.
But just donate to ours.
Right. And it's
a bit of a contest. See?
Yeah, you can build your own page and compete with your friends and neighbors and family members and see who can raise the most. I always like turning kettles into a competition because I think it drives you to do a little more, right, and go above and beyond. So if you own a business or something like that and you've got some competitors, challenge your competitors to a day of kettles and see who can raise the most. And we can do a little live broadcast or prizes or something like that to celebrate and recognize which organization raised the most or which company raised the most. So if you wanna do a competition, we can make it happen.
Absolutely. Always lots of fun.
Yeah.
And you're also involved with a lot of community organizations, such as Rotary. Can you talk a little bit about your community involvement?
Right. So today I just got officially enrolled as a member of the Rotary Club of Newport. And this weekend over the last couple months, we've been partnering with the 60 Plus Center here in Newport to put on the community Thanksgiving dinner. The free
you don't
meal
have
for
to
the
be
community.
a senior to go, right?
That's my understanding.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think anyone can go if they want to. There's some other, I know the Nazarene Church does quite a bit for us. They have some regular volunteers that come every week and pack food boxes, and once a month they come and help us unload our delivery of food from Food Share. And really, it's you go anywhere and we're partnered with someone, and it's great that this community is so supportive of the things that we do here in Lincoln County.
All right. Lieutenant Michele, is there anything else you want to add as we're wrapping up?
Well, I would just say if you have any questions, or if you know anyone in need, send them to us. Again, the only qualification for receiving assistance is that you live in Lincoln County. And even if we're not able to provide something, we have a list of referrals to help people get the assistance that they're looking for, or to supplement a different area so that they can do whatever it is that they need to do. We do our best to try and help out wherever we can. And I've got some dreams and visions for the future of programs
that will be on another program.
Programs that I really want to do, things that I want to provide. But honestly, the big need is funding to be able to do that. There's a couple programs that I need, several $1,000s to put this on, and right now we can do what we're doing, and we just need the donations to help us do more. And that's the only barrier that we have.
And let's give the website one more time.
Yeah, newport.salvationarmy.org for volunteering or donating. And if you have a family in need that needs to register for Angel Giving Tree, it's saangeltree.org.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Lieutenant Michele. We really appreciate it. Thanks for joining me on this episode of Coffee with Kiera. If you like what you see or heard, you can like and subscribe and ring the bell for notifications. I'm Kiera Morgan. Thanks for joining me on this episode. Again, we're sponsored by The Human Being in Newport at 6th Street and Highway 101, and in Lincoln City at the north end of the highway on the west side next to TLC Credit Union. For Oregon Coast Breaking News, I'm Kiera Morgan.